Hello, my peoples. It is Wednesday, January 11th, 2023. And it's been a good day, kind of overcast here in Mesa. But what's been on my mind lately is just how amazing it is that everything is exactly the way it needs to be right now. And so if I'm speaking to myself a decade from now, 2 decades from now, 3 decades from now, I have no idea. But if you're watching this right now, you can take comfort that everything is exactly the way it needs to be right now for you. And sometimes I can get caught up in wanting to control things or mastermind things or worried about things, not being the way I think they should be, but they're actually working out exactly the way they need to be for all things considered, all parties involved. And, it just gives me real confidence and, faith that everything's in God's hands. And when I say God, you're thinking of something that I'm not talking about, but that's okay. But just that everything is exactly the way it needs to be. I just got off the phone with a friend that I used to work with back in Iowa City, late 90s, early 2000, 2001. And she watched a video that I sent her 2 weeks ago between Deion Sanders and his Florida State defensive backs coach. And the video is like 2 or 3 years old, so I don't even know why I watched it, but I watched it and I sent it to a few friends. And then for some reason I sent it to her, which I do, we exchange things back and forth once in a while on Messenger, just uplifting, stuff that, just exchange things, but on occasion. And I sent her this video, and she said she normally doesn't watch videos, and it really moved her. And why did I send it to her? And why did she listen today when I sent it to her over 2 weeks ago? I mean, I kind of completely forgot that I did it. And last week, a good friend of mine was having his 2-year sobriety anniversary on Tuesday, January 4th. But for some reason, I think it was because it was on Tuesday, but the world was shut down on Monday. And so I got it confused, thinking that it was going to be on Wednesday. But another friend of mine, also that I met in Iowa, like it was Monday night, I thought that my buddy's sobriety anniversary was on Wednesday morning. Well, Monday night, I'm thinking to myself, hey, I want to get my week started off right, get off on the right track. I'll start with my recovery meeting, which is at 6 a.m. in Chandler. That's 30 minutes away, so I got to get up real early. And I'm like, I'll invite Craig to go as well, because Craig's here for the winter, working, running an RV lot. And so I pick him up, or we meet for a ride, and we walk in, and there's balloons everywhere, and it's, my buddy's anniversary. And it comes full circle, because I wasn't going to go that day. Like I got prompted to go to the meeting on Tuesday. I had already thought like, I was going Wednesday for Tracy's celebration. And I'm like, I'll go back to back, But something moved me to go on Tuesday, which I did not intend to. Something moved me to invite Craig, which I'd never done that before. And then we're in that meeting, and Tracy is very appreciative because his life, is currently not being controlled by drugs and alcohol. His wife's there, his daughters are there, he's got a lot of friends there, a lot of people are important to him. He's totally changed his life. It's a freaking miracle. And it comes full circle because Tracy somehow, thanks me for my involvement, the part I played in his sobriety. But had Craig, who is next to me, not referred me to another guy in the group that Craig's married to his cousin, I wouldn't have went to that particular group, and then I wouldn't have got clean and sober myself. And then here's Tracy getting his 2-year chip. So Tracy's sobriety in 2 year celebration in 2023 actually started in the fall of 1997 when I met Craig at Iowa City Mall at a kiosk to hire people for MCI. And then, I mean, just, it's amazing. So if you're tripping out, you're worried about something, and I'm speaking to myself watching this video, which you probably are worried about something. That's just kind of the way it goes sometimes. But if you're worried about something, or you're making a mountain out of a molehill, or you're really, really worried about something that you're exaggerating, and it's serious, like it's something you're very, very concerned about, you're worried, maybe your life's on the line, I have no idea, doesn't matter. Just keep doing what you're doing. Keep trying to be a good person. Keep thanking God for what you do have. Because I know maybe you're in a crappy situation, but it actually could be worse. It actually could be worse. So thank him for that it's not worse. Or thank the universe, whatever. Thank you. Like, feel that gratitude for what you do have, because ultimately things are going to work out just exactly the way they need to. For not just you, but for everybody, and everything's connected. Everything's connected. So how, and one thing that I've been really trying to incorporate in my life is how you do one thing is how you do everything. And it's hard. It's hard. And it all starts for me with health. If I'm cutting corners and making big exceptions with what I eat or how I'm taking care of myself, I'm doing it in other areas too. Like, there's no doubt about it. So that's an easy measuring stick. You can just start, no matter what kind of shape you're in. You can start today. You can start today to take better care of yourself. You can do that. You can control how much of something you put in your mouth or what you're putting into your body. You can control that. And if you're struggling with that, which I've definitely had those times, believe me, I've had those times, you can get help. There's a lot of people that will help you, and there's a lot of people that deal with it, and just, there's help out there. So anyway, I hope you're having a good day. I hope everything's going awesome for you, and believe in miracles, believe in magic, and believe in yourself. See ya.